For years, the Pogues Run Trail has come to our neighborhood, but not through our neighborhood. From 10th Street, it runs up here to Commerce Avenue, where you see the library, Amelia's Bakery, and the Can Cinema. There's a sign that says Trail Ends, but that's going to change soon. The new part of the trail follows the curves of the creek into the park and across the Nolan Bridge. Then it crosses Rural into Brookside Park, follows the creek, and then it exits the park onto Olney, taking you up to 21st Street and then over to the Pogues Run Art and Nature Park. If you've traveled east of downtown on I-70, you've probably seen this park off to your right with its paths and ponds. I had never been there before, but it's a beautiful place, and I enjoy riding my bike around all the paths. Now that we know where the trail takes us, let's take a look at how they're building it. They're removing dirt to make room for the gravel foundation for the path. I love how the path leaves the roadway there and follows the curve of the creek. Along Brookside Parkway North, they're taking part of the width of the street away to make room for the path. There will only be parking on one side of the street in some sections when this is done. Where they've moved the dirt away, they fill it with gravel, and that is spread out and smoothed to make the support for the final surface. The asphalt paving goes on top of that. It's fun to watch the trucks delivering the material to the paving machine. It's a well-choreographed operation. Steamrollers follow along to smooth and compact the pavement. I took some close-ups of the fresh work. It's so great to see how beautiful and fresh and new it looks. I used to be jealous of the people who lived on the Monon Trail, but we're going to have one of the prettiest trails in town right here in our neighborhood. On the south side of the creek, you can see how massive the draining system has been. Now, on our side of the creek, they're adding much better drainage than we've had before. Trucks dropped off these huge fittings to help make that happen. Much of this work will be underground and out of sight when they're done, but we can see them putting in the drain components with fixtures and fresh concrete. They're putting new curbs in where the street has been narrowed. When they first started, I was concerned that this bridge in Brookside Park would be a problem because it was too narrow for two-way traffic. But they've pulled it out already. They're replacing it with a much larger bridge.
Well, we're building footers for the bridge. We took the old bridge out, 80-footer, putting a 100-footer back in. Driving piers. After we get done with this side, we're going to mirror image on the next side.
I had thought that we weren't going to see any construction on the trail until spring or summer of 2024. But it looks like by then we're going to have a finished trail to enjoy. Such a great thing right here in our neighborhood.